जाएगा, ठीक है। सो लास्ट क्लास में डिस्कस किया था वेक्टर एटम मॉडल, और वेक्टर एटम मॉडल में व्हेन आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट इट, बिफोर वी स्टार्टेड विद द बेसिक आइडिया, सबसे पहले जानना ये जरूरी है कि व्हाट आर दोस क्वांटम नंबर्स दैट वी यूजुअली टॉक अबाउट. So in the last class we did find out that there are 4 quantum numbers that is associated with a quantum mechanical particle. The first quantum number was n and we call it as principal quantum number. This actually gives me an idea of the energy state or the energy level at which an atomic particle or a quantum mechanical particle will be, right? Based on this, after this we have got another quantum number which is called L. What does it tell me? It tells me the shape, right? So L will actually tell me the shape. It has got different names, but right now I'm just concentrating on what are the informations that these quantum numbers will give me. I've told you this. Next we have got ML, and this will give me the orientation, right? So orientation बताता है ये. And finally we actually also have got something which we call as spin, and this will actually tell me whether it's in up spin or down spin, right? So these are some things which we have already done in the last class, and we will continue from there. Your question might be, what is a vector atom model? The marks might be around 2 marks to 3 marks, and उसमें आप लोगों को लिखना क्या है, more or less up to this point. So this is a 2 marks question. And let me just tell you about this. Now, when we talk about an electron revolving around the nuclei, as I said the other day, it will actually have the rotation and also it will have a spin around its own axis. Rotation की वजह से quantum number would be angular momentum, orbital angular momentum. That's because of the rotation around the nuclei. And because of the spin around its own axis, it will have one more quantum number which we call as the spin angular momentum. When Bohr actually gave the idea, the spin around its own axis was not considered, and that's the reason that this vector atom model could explain certain things which Bohr model was not able to explain. अभी Bohr model ने क्या-क्या नहीं explain किया, we are going to discuss that. But before that, let's just look into this particular model. तो क्या लिखना है? The vector atom model of the atom is a model in terms of angular momentum. I hope all of you appreciate why angular momentum is important. We are not talking about a linear motion. Linear motion में क्या होगा? Momentum. Momentum क्या होता है? Mass into velocity, right? But that is a linear motion. We are talking about a rotational motion, means we are talking about a angular momentum. So we have to be very clear about the rotational dynamics here. Next, what are the two terms? So what are the kinds of angular momentum we are getting involved in? See, जब हम लोगों ने क्लास 11 12 में पढ़ा होगा आप लोगों ने, you only talked about angular momentum, that's it. You have a body, it rotates, it has got an angular momentum associated with it. But now the electron does rotate around the nuclei, no issues with that, but then it has got a spin as well. So there are two angular momentums involved. One because of the rotation, which we call as orbital angular momentum, and we denote it by L. These notations are fixed. Notations है जो approved notations है, we have to use this notation. So this is denoted by L, and then we have got the spin around the axis that will give me another angular momentum which is called the spin angular momentum denoted by S bar. So now this is not just a simple angular momentum, it is a combination of rotational angular momentum, that means the orbital angular momentum, and the spin angular momentum. We add them up, we get the total angular momentum. That is the underlying idea of vector atom model. Take an example of real life. It's not that you are just going to get one electron. Single electron जब हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, it's only for few systems. Can you tell me an atom which has got just one electron? Hydrogen, right? Hydrogen. So it is the simplest example which we can take to understand this model. But in reality, there can be a light atom as well as heavy element. Okay? So we are going to check that later. तो अभी के लिए हम क्या बोल रहे हैं कि we have got a just one electron system, one single electron. So this angular momentum that we have, which we actually call the orbital angular momentum, denoted by L, is actually given by root over L into L plus 1 into H cross. Now you might ask me कि ये कहाँ से आ गया, right? Now let me tell you, in order to derive this, you need to know a bit of higher order quantum mechanics, which is not there. It is out of the scope of the syllabus as well. There are something which are called raising operator and lowering operator. उससे समझते हैं. तो ये समझने की अब भी जरूरत नहीं है. If you have taken up chemistry, you might have come across this. And at this level, if you take up any book, they will directly write that the value is this. ठीक है? पहली बात. दूसरी बात. What does this show me? What is H? Planck's constant. What is the unit of Planck's constant? Joule second. Joule क्या क्या unit है? Energy. So that means angular momentum of energy तो directly connected है. We already know it, right? Why? Because what is kinetic energy? In terms of momentum, p square by 2l. मतलब momentum of energy तो connected term है ना? तो यहाँ पे भी अगर मैंने h cross लिखा है Joule second है, and it is actually given by this L, which is representing the orbital angular momentum. Actually, this is giving me an energy term. So that is why it is written in terms of h cross. Okay, that's the main idea. But you don't need to write down any of these things. You just need to understand the concept. Secondly, ये जो मेरा orbital angular momentum है, it will have some value, right? It will have some value. That value is not continuous. It is quantized. As I said the other day, quantum mechanics क्या बोलता है? Milk, half liter होगा, 1 liter होगा, 1.5 liter होगा. बीच वाला कोई value मिलेगा नहीं. So it is quantized. एक quantity में ही मिलता है. Similarly, since this is quantum mechanics, this orbital angular momentum value is also quantized. एक particular value ही मिलती है उसकी. That's the reason that these values are fixed. L का value fixed रहेगा. If n is equal to 1, what will be the value of n? 0. If n is equal to 2, what will be the value of n?
0 and 1.
0 and 1, right? So these values are fixed. No, doesn't change. तो यहाँ पे भी मेरा वैल्यू L का फिक्स रहेगा, मतलब ये क्वांटाइज्ड हो जाएगा. एंगुलर मोमेंटम व्हिच विल गिव मी इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द एनर्जी इज फिक्स्ड. तो इसको अगर मैं E वाले रिलेशन में बैठाऊंगा, मेरे को एक पर्टिकुलर एनर्जी मिलेगा. And its Z component. Now before I explain this, let me tell you why Z component is important. This is a three-dimensional image. You have got x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. वेक्टोरियली एक्स एक्सिस को कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे? आई कैप से, फिर जे कैप से, फिर के कैप से जेड एक्सिस. जेड कंपोनेंट क्यों चाहिए? बिकॉज एमएल व्हिच डिफाइंस द ओरिएंटेशन इज आल्सो फिक्स्ड फॉर अ सिस्टम. फिजिक्स का काम ये नहीं है. आई थिंक द अदर डे वी वर डिस्कसिंग इन सम प्रेजेंटेशन. फिजिक्स का काम ये नहीं है कि नेचर को डिफाइन करे. नहीं, नेचर इज द बिगेस्ट रिलीजन. ये तो इंसानों ने बनाया, ये रिलीजन वो रिलीजन. नेचर इज द बिगेस्ट रिलीजन, राइट? नेचर को फिजिक्स डिफाइन नहीं करता है. फिजिक्स ट्राइज टू अंडरस्टैंड नेचर. दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ठीक है? तो ये जो चीजें मैं बता रहा हूं ना, ये होता है. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस व्हिच आर स्टिल नॉट आंसर्ड, बट लेट मी टेल यू ये होता है. इसका मतलब क्या है? व्हाई वी नीड टू टेक Z कंपोनेंट? नाउ आई विल गिव यू वन सिंपल इमेज हियर. लेट मी जस्ट ड्रॉ वन ऑर्बिट हियर. Maybe this is the nuclei and this is the orbit, and maybe this is your Z axis. अभी now concentrate on this. अगर मैंने यहाँ पे एक magnetic field लगाया, the chances are that the electron that is rotating around the nuclei will get affected by this magnetic field. Correct? इलेक्ट्रॉन में चार्ज होता है, मूव करेगा तो उसका एक मैग्नेटिक फील्ड होगा. मैंने बाहर से और एक मैग्नेटिक फील्ड ला दिया, तो क्या होगा फिर? इट इज गोइंग टू गेट अफेक्टेड, राइट? That magnetic field is going to affect the motion of this electron. The orientation is going to change. This orientation is going to be aligned along the z-axis. And that is why usually Z component is a very important part of this particular topic. इसीलिए आप लोग बोलोगे X component नहीं लिखा, Y component नहीं लिखा, Z component क्यों लिखा है? Because of the property, right? If you remember cross product. If you take cross product of A and B, what will be the resultant direction? If you have a plane, you have A vector in this side, B vector in this side. इनका क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट ले लिया मैंने. रिजल्टेंट डायरेक्शन किस तरफ होगा? करेक्ट, Z डायरेक्शन. So these things are defined, well defined. This is a vector quantity. तो इसका जो अगर मैंने इस तरफ से दिया, मोशन इस तरफ से है, तो रिजल्टेंट ओरिएंटेशन Z डायरेक्शन में हो जाएगा. And that is the reason we are considering the Z component. So the Z component is Lz is equal to ml into h by 2 pi again. Why ml? Why ml is written when we are talking about Z component? Because ml gives me the orientation. और Z बोल रहा हूँ मतलब मैं डायरेक्शन डिफाइन कर रहा हूँ. So in which direction is going to move is defined by ml. So for exam purpose, you can easily remember this. और समझने के लिए तो मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ, आई होप यू आर गेटिंग इट, दैट्स इंपॉर्टेंट। सो एल क्या है? ऑर्बिटल क्वांटम नंबर। ml क्या है? मैग्नेटिक क्वांटम नंबर। एंड वी नो बोथ ऑफ देम विल बी देयर बिकॉज चार्ज है, मूव कर रहा है, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड विल बी देयर, एंड इफ देयर इज अ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड देयर शुड बी अ क्वांटम नंबर एसोसिएटेड विद इट। नाउ स्टॉप सीइंग द वर्ल्ड, in black and white now. Analyze everything, very important. Whatever you have learned in science till date is all ideal cases. That doesn't happen in reality when you go into the atomic world. In the atomic world, we have quantum mechanics. And that's what we are going to understand or trying to understand for the last 2 units. Okay? Similarly, if we talk about we have talked about the orbital angular momentum, we can also talk about the spin angular momentum. Spin angular momentum matlab S is equal to modulus of S is equal to same thing. It's the same thing here. We are not going to derive it, but we should know it. We can write it down as small s. We should know it for a single electron. Okay. So what can be the spin possible values? It can be half or minus half. ठीक है. तो ये वैल्यू वैसे भी डिफाइंड ही है, ज्यादा वेरिएशन है इसमें. And इसका भी z कंपोनेंट होगा because even the spin orients itself along the z axis. So we will write it down as ms into h by 2 pi. Okay, so that means that total angular momentum क्या होता है? 1 electron का, just 1 electron. Total angular momentum is J is equal to L plus S. We'll add them up, and just like for spin and orbital motion, we are getting this relation. J के लिए भी root over J into J plus 1 into H plus H by 2 pi लिख के H plus लिख देते हैं. Same notation. It's going to give you the same value. What is J? J is the total angular momentum. मतलब J will have a combined effect of orbital motion as well as spin motion, and that is called the total angular momentum. और इसका भी Z component होगा. Jz is equal to mj into h by 2 pi. That's it. So for 2 marks question on vector atom model, you can start there and end here. Okay. We should also look into the vector notation. For example, J. J can be L plus S. S का वैल्यू क्या हो सकता है? हाफ. तो L plus हाफ लिख दिया मैंने यहाँ पे. These are vectors, so you can go from this point to this point directly. So this is J, or you can go from this point to this point. उसके बाद इस point पे. So it will be L plus S. So you can vectorially you can represent it like this. Because if we are adding them up, we are adding vectors. All of you remember from class 11 triangles law of vector addition, right? So from there we can actually represent it like this also. And at the same, yeah, triangle लो भूल गए? याद है? Yes. So at the same time, if it is L minus half क्या होगा? S का डायरेक्शन खाली ऑपोजिट कर देना है. इस तरफ गया तो हाफ हो गया, माइनस हो गया तो उल्टा आ गया. That's it, right? So this is how you represent it. But then I will excuse you if you don't write down this part. But up to this part you have to write down if it's a 2 or 3 marks question on vector atom model. Very important. Okay? So I hope you get this right.